And we are live. Hello everybody, this is Evander Advent. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Oh, dang it. Left us all the way in the topmost corner. There we go. And as you can see by it just down there, we have the rising tide. Yep. Yep, we got ability sets now. Oh. Check those out in a moment. Yeah, so, a while ago, I had started another run-through of this game for the purpose of picking up Medals of Valor. Yeah, like all those new ones, yep. Yep, and I got everyone but Ultimalius. And yeah, like I've been in this game briefly to pick up all the new Orchestrion roles, and yeah, there are so many as you can see. Plus like the extra two for just buying the DLC. And yeah, a lot of these are just a lot of like battle-y songs and stuff are just they're songs for when things happen. Like I got the one for when just like ultimate enemies show up. Yeah, find the flame. Let's see. Yeah. Titanomachy, yeah. Yeah, Titan Lost, Heart of Stone, Do or Die, all the battles for like the Titan and Bahamut fights. There's just yep. So yeah, like I let all the other quests go by because just I was focused on just getting Medals of Valor. So this. I should not waste time missing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue. Despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an ally of the highest dispute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I did not reveal more for fear this missive it fell into the wrong hands. But if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I beg you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, yep, she's coming in.
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through.
I wonder if we'll get
I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
Now, there's one thing I will say,
I see we're...
about Leviathan. Oh. Yes. Yep. So if it is lost, yep. So, when we had her, like, a preview, a while back, at PAX, and he got like our last trailer and like the details. There were a few things based on screenshots or like specific bits from the trailer, and then words that were given. That I'm gonna just say what my theory now is. So we have this region we're going to, Mysidia, which strangely does not have like the dark clouds of Primogenesis hanging over it. And one thing that was kind of talked about is like a giant wave that seems to be kind of frozen in time, I heard talks about like the sacrifice of like the Leviathan's dominant and are going to save them. And in the trailer, we were seeing a boss fight against something like the Timekeeper or the Time Guardian, but well, time was in the name. So basically, what I'm thinking and theorizing before we go there is that Leviathan's dominant is trapped in time. And they're like frozen in like stasis or time or something, and that somehow is creating some kind of like beneficial effect or something. Mm-hmm. But we'll be seeing there.
So, what is it this time? I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement.
We'll be going for hours tonight, by the way.
If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together.
I like this detail.
Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Yep.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Ooh. I also the symbol is, this gold and not the expected blue. Oh, the calm. Okay. I do know that there are 10 trophies. Quested Nations, the Rising Tide. Yep. Chasing the Tides. Yep. Yeah, because, like, in terms of quests, the only ones I've, done are, Echoes. But for side quests, it's just been the ones I needed to, get Joshua and Jill in my party, as well as Blacksmith's Blues. Oh, yeah. And, we got, Cortana as a DLC bonus. Also, I don't care, I don't know what it says. I was using the Ring of Timely Evasion to get all of my Medals of Valor. Yeah. I know another thing was, even though I was tempted to, I wanted to make sure, I didn't acquire any more experience I want to see how much I'll just naturally get as I go through the expansion.
The High Cardinal, hearing...
But in terms of... Oh, yep. They added another, like, extra pedigree for Torgal. I'm gonna, like, make this, save that for later when I'm gonna make a more, like, mob-focused set. But this... I'm gonna set... Yeah, because, like, the two feats that were really worked were, yeah, Ramu and Bahamut. So, like, I want to just, yeah, try something different. Yeah, so, like, Garuda, I'll likely replace with Leviathan when we get there. Yeah, like, also try to put on some of the skills that have been upgraded. Shiva skills got boosted. Yeah, like Odin ones are definitely yeah, like Gungnir and Heaven's Cloud. Kind of bit not as useful in certain situations since they're mainly for just filling in like the Odin Zentetsuken gauge and just use Dancing Steel then. They did get buffed to make them a bit more useful. But yeah, let's have a nice big one. Yeah, because like some of these will definitely be replaced after I've gotten yeah, like Leviathan put on its skills and stuff. Not
You're free.
To the Vale it is then.
It's lucky we stayed here.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks? And you're just gonna fall into line.
What can I do?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one.
okay.
So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
Please don't say it like that.
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
I got plenty of gil even after buying all the rolls because they were definitely pretty
Hear
cheap
about the letter.
compared to all the others.
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Yes.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Got it.
I don't trust this Duke. If we're not...
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Yeah, I think I definitely remember hearing how, in terms of like a bit of the geography of Mysidia is basically a lot of people are asking questions about that over in the distance, and we'll be going apparently over there to figure that out. I will say, I do like the Chocobo here in 16 better than 7 Rebirth. Two things. One, I have to press a button to board the Chocobo, so I can't accidentally get on. And that was definitely frustrating at times in Rebirth. And the other thing is, if the enemies get angry at me, I can keep running. I don't have to stop and fight them. The ability to, yeah, just completely ignore a battle is nice.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, got a little boat.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Oh, fire pit?
The embers are still warm.
Oh, they've been here recently?
So you're Sid.
Yep, yeah, she is. Yep, Axe Lady from the trailers.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
Hey.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born.
All dominants are descended from the moats.
A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago.
Ooh.
Some claim the two are connected, but
yeah, that was
none can
like
speak with
Mother
any
Crystal in the
certainty.
north. I believe it was the one connected
So in
to
other
Siva.
words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes.
I kind of hope we get a female
You see,
dominant.
a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Ooh.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
Let's go.
I can do better than that.
Show him.
I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Yep, time for our new field area. I had just a surge. The Lost Cloak. Manage to navigate the cloaks near a mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death. Be rewarded with a breathtaking view of the blighted wasteland stretching from Odafist Bay to the Sea of Grace. Yeah, in terms of mother crystals. Yeah, we know that, yeah, like a few extra ones were lost. So there's one down here. I actually think there were, yeah, it was very disproportionate of like 6 and 2. But yeah, but like there was one of them up here. Oh, there's that, okay. But anyways.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Oh, magic wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Ooh.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Ooh.
Clive, the sky.
Yep, a clear sky.
But how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you?
Oh, it's fake?
Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly
So it's a
clouds
fake
every
sky?
day.
Oh, yep, here we go. Rising tide.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you?
Nope.
The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Up. Homecoming! Enter Mysidia. Got a cloak top. Okay. Lost cloak. Got all of this. Conviction. Got Path of Silence. River's Edge. A few names. We got Maiden's March, Father's Fell, Tailwind Bay, and River's Meet.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Ladyship,
Yep, linear path.
that I have no such aliases.
Are
Is
you
that
flirting?
so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Got some good banter there. Oh, yep, these are gonna be enemies. Yep, 100.
When they pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself?
Yeah, use some. Fire them. Yeah, and then we have discharge.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
Yep.
But then, where is your brand?
They don't have them.
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
Yep. Up. Kind of just like. Yeah, like let it come down, and they just kick it.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
It's all vibrant and
Welcome,
green.
my friends, to Mysidia.
Yep, the giant beam. Pointing, yep, down to the surge, keeping it frozen.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Green?
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest.
Yeah, let's get to town.
Our humble village is only a short way from here. If you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Yep. Can't head into that cave.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Probably whatever act has been keeping Mysidia green and vibrant. That definitely feels a lot faster than it used to. Final sting. Get up! Knockdown animations were definitely the most annoying. Clive can't do anything because he's just standing there falling over.
could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
Nope.
In clear view of the bay.
Actually, just need to take the detour this time? Got blocked off. I want to try the whole just, yeah, like, better mega flare dodging. Okay. This definitely seems like a come here later for important scene location.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Got passcodes.
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now. Back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Yeah.
And we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home.
Yep, ever the scholarly one.
Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
Yep.
That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you.
Ready for my
It
lordom?
shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Yes, I hope you have a good
you.
shop.
We'll do just that.
Because like everyone's got like their extra outfits on instead of their other ones. Yeah, Minwoo's cup. I see what you did there.
The stalks are thin.
Yep, chest. Amphory of ageless. What? The heck did I just pick up? Amphory of ageless odorament.
That'll be them then.
Don't look like much of it.
Actually, like looking around for like other chances for chests and stuff.
Look, Nana. The outsiders.
Hush! Intruders! We must flee!
Okay.
You used to work on the outside, didn't you?
Suddenly,
There were
people
curs
who do go
everywhere I
out.
looked. It was all I could do.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
Way out that later on.
Please, Grandad. Tell us another story about the
Story about the witch. Could that be like settled world building, or is it just something generic? Can I find something later and like, oh, that's the witch? But or is it nope, just almost a throwaway line?
Just you stay away from the temple.
Moralizing mother. Oh, right. Okay, let's get our lore dump, please. Oh, so wait, actually. Yep. Mm-hmm. Loads of water. Oh, yeah, look at that.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
Walyas? Is that the dominant?
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
What?
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather.
Oh.
Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain.
Yeah, they don't really have, like,
Which is why it
conception
might
of
be
being able to
better
stop
if I
time.
took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
Ah, thanks.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Yay, a new merit badge! Ceaseless Rill.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village.
Yep. Ooh.
And I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our store
Oh, yep.
house lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. But we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Across the bridge?
You are Sid,
And these
aren't
have
you?
plus
The man the
symbols as
tributary
well.
told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him.
Aww.
He's a craftsman, you see, and He's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into.
Okay, this
Please,
is
I
curious.
know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
All right.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back.
Oh. Troubles with your daughter, sir?
Sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that would fleece you or anything.
You have to like complete quest to
just,
unlock the shops.
You know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Wells decided to make herself scarce. The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I?
Don't worry.
You wouldn't mind?
Yep. All right. Also, the
Of
pursuit
course
of
not.
knowledge.
She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I
I
find
wonder how
her.
old the daughter is.
Try not to worry.
Yep. Further away from the microphone so yeah. Leaning back, mainly for just keeping my feet off the ground.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have 1, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same.
Hence the name.
So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Oh yeah, quick complete, yay! New feature. Inject this quest, we give the option to quick travel to the quest final destination. Yep. Option not mandatory, you're free to ignore it. Also be completely disabled via game settings. Yep.
Time to visit Pavat.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
Abe, the endless blessings that grow by the water's edge yield a lasting blue dye with which most of water are wont to stain their fabrics. This much is known. Quite why Weirda, the wife of Hayden's leading artist in Pavat, needs Clive's assistance in restocking her husband's supply of the flowers remains a mystery. There's gotta be some kind of cultural connotation we're not getting.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Yes, you! No, the lady over there!
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted.
Just
what
trying
with
to
you
break
being a
the ice?
swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me.
Oof.
I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling.
Huh.
Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
Yeah, I want to check this out.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. Remind us where we come from, like.
As modes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors.
Yeah.
The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Yep. Ooh. Got an interesting prayer. Oh, hello! Reflection of Earth's titanic block. That is the feat. Since released ether failed to dissipate on the battlefield. Yep. Enhances Titan's iconic feat, Titanic Block, make it capable to block attacks from behind while restoring a small amount of the HP regain gauge. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
What is it you want?
Nothing of interest right now.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me.
Unlock the store.
You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
I'll go to
Out
the
of the
riverbank.
village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. It's safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village.
Yep, that's the purpose of
That's
that
where
spot.
she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will. This must be the path.
Go. Oh. But I'm wondering if when we go see, like the wave, if that'll be when we just pick up the Leviathan powers, we can use them in the DLC.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything, huh?
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
It's interesting
Daddy,
how...
did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here. So we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got. Including what the old Northerners left us.
Ooh.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye.
Yep.
And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
I do like these like little bits of lore as you work to unlock, yeah, like the stores and stuff. Ageless tallow. Rendered from the fat of boar or bison, or in the case of Mysidia, chocobo or ibex. Tallow is widely used in manufacture of foul-smelling candles and oily soaps. Blacksmiths also deploy the substance in the final stages of polishing steel. Sample appears to have been affected by surfeit of ether, slow this degradation process. So I'm pretty sure this ageless stuff is the same. Yep. 1 second. Like, is the same as like the flawless term and like all my other materials. Because if I was doing this on like the lower difficulty, like in a new game where it's like story or action focused, this would just be like tallow and odorament.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, where's the route you wanted? I will have to charge you.
Yep, getting that upgrade. Minwu waistcloth? Thanks to the dye made from flowers known as Ella's Blessing, grown in Mysidia, it only gives the most of water's clothing its vibrant blue hue. Ethereal residue attributed to the ancient spell cast upon the land. Some increase of the dye's permanence. Turn renders a cloth apply thereto more resistant to both damage, external forces, and natural degradation. Heart. While a fine place for fancy is nowhere to hide your purse.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
On the 16th name day, every mode of water is fitted with a hand-carved wooden torque that will keep the rest of their lives. A vestige of their tribe's long years of wandering following the fall of Drake's Horn, in which the loss of members was commonplace. The ring represents a singular bond between the motes that transcends both physical and spiritual distance. You know that even should you walk abyss, our hands will guide you home.
Here you are.
Yep, safe haven.
Well, if you're sure you need it. Very well.
What do you think the tributary sees in those outside?
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
I don't have the ability to like craft an upgrade for them yet. Yeah, time to head north. I honestly can't remember if I finished the thought, but yeah, I'm wondering if when we go to the surge and like with the Leviathan,
just up ahead.
that's when we'll like
Ships?
pick up
But
Leviathan.
are we
so
not
can-
still leagues from the shore?
Yeah, so we can like use it like in like all this new stuff. Really give you the time to just play with his kits. Green altar. Okay. I'm also wondering when we'll run into our first Tonberry. Because, when we had like the PAX preview, one thing I did find really cool was how they talked about the Tonberries and why. But let's wait for like the
The
scenes
quickest
here.
route to the
Oh, no.
surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
There they are!
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
I am. So yeah, when they were doing like their PAX panel about the rising tide, one of the things they made sure to talk about was tonberries. And it's actually really cool, like what they kind of described the reason they decided to have a big focus on tonberries was they looked at the analytics of like the Rising Tide reveal trailer, and the part where like the tonberries showed up was the most like viewed and rewatched part of the trailer. So like everyone was just like, oh, tonberries! So that's why I decided to talk about them. Yeah. That was my fault. Pretty much, like, in my, like, Medal of Valor one, I effectively forgot how to, dodge, because I was using, well, the auto dodge the whole time. So I do hope to, yeah, just like practicing learning how to dodge again.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Yep. Oh yeah.
How will we reach the surge?
I guess like, is the water
We'll
also
follow the
frozen?
coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
I knew it. Oh, damn. I need to relearn how to dodge. Very bad.
I needed that.
Just let like the small region go.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Here. There we go. Haha, chest! Major spoil stones. Warp. Yep, obelisk. Tailwind Bay.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
Right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
Yep, when we had our first fight with Barnabas, Clive bested. We're getting a battleground! Oh yeah, all the water frozen in the air, the surge.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail.
Ooh.
It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
How old is Walius?
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
He's young.
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone. And that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
I do have a feeling that at the end of this battleground, we will be getting Leviathan.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Here.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No.
No. It's not.
There. Up ahead.
My brain says, could there be a chest?
Down in the center. Follow me.
Oh. It is a baby.
still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
Also, the fact that priming is supposed to take a toll on your body.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
Yeah, we need our big icon fight.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well.
Yeah, like
and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering.
Could this just be the Leviathan fight now?
And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Oh. Emily just now saying that I'm really looking forward to what Soken has in store for us for musically.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me.
That's all eight.
But something's wrong.
Oh, what is this?
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right.
Is this like...
Let's see what you've given me.
An eggie? Yeah! Leviathan. Yeah, changes his enemies last with Clive's magic spells. Also allow and release of narcotic abilities is cross swell. Escapable rush water plummets enemies from multiple angles. Kind of like Fate Serpent's Cry. Clive's off arm with a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distance. Pressing square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent. Multiple bursts of water capable of forcing back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle fire a jet of water, tidal stream. An enemy situated just outside melee range. Using the attack will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. Slowly press over time. It can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as to earn an unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. Tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. Ooh! Using Serpent's Cry, press R1 again while Lunging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling. Oh! Only...
Leviathan!
No, just an egg. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Yep, there he goes! Yep, I know that one.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Super Soaker. Strike 3 or more enemies with tidal attacks while using unlimited ammunition following a quick refill. Oh, and I got the other one, Tide Slinger. Land 300 tidal attacks combined.
Let's roll ready.
Flawless Orb. Note that in some early texts, our forebears would oftentimes refer to Crystal as orbs in all caps. That is a Final Fantasy 1 on the NES reference. When, yeah, like, all key items had their text in capital letters. So it's just, yeah, so it's orbs! Oh my god! That is a 30-year-old callback. The use of all capital letters to this day cannot be satisfactorily explained. The term itself is most likely one scholar's interpretation of text transcribed from a much older language. This pale blue fragment taken from the body of the Eggy Pericos, however, is indeed an orb. While completely flawless and teeming with the wild worlds and eddies of pure life energy, by no means is a word rendering in the uppercase. That is so funny.
Is everyone all right?
Mad flavor text.
It seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
Has he been conscious this whole time?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... There's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walyas. I will make this right.
Yeah, I'll have to come back through again before you have more Medals of Valor, but... Oh, Flo! Awaken the storm. Actually, wait. Yep.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Yeah, like, let's look at that tapestry.
Of course.
After... Yeah! Leviathan channeled. So, yep. Subscribe. Master it. Oh, now 150. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It's getting faster. Oh. We got... No, yeah. Abyssal Tier. Rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea. When the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that homes in on enemies. Yes, look like it's filling up. Conjure a whirling wave of titanic proportions to swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the surf. Just sudden jump to 6,000. Yep. Really just show off Leviathan.
Oh. Look there! The tree's back.
Bastard things.
Yeah, actually upgrade those armors now.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Oh, Tide Strike reforged. Surged in the tide, while rising as if it were some mighty whale stranding itself upon the shore.
I'd like to see another smith do better.
Not as good, but...
No sign of the... Child.
Let's just equip it briefly. Just get a good look at it.
You don't think he's...
Ooh, nice. very thin blade. It got some cool features to it.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here.
Yep.
After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
Yep.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart.
They chose Leviathan.
A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant Walyas.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak.
Yep, the witch is important.
Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end,
This land is over
and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. but it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
So that's why he was missing from, like, the footage.
We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Guess I got a bunch of those open now. Yep, quest.
Lord, may I speak with you? There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious then.
Yes. I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
Familiar how?
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt
guy,
is him.
apparently.
Very well.
I have a feeling it's gonna be someone we know, though.
Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Ymilla, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
Ooh.
I fear so.
The customer?
Yep.
I'll explain later. Come on.
Because, like, there are the select few who go to the outside, posing as merchants. Oh, we got more than 3, so that means I actually have to use prioritize. Because, like, when you pick up a quest that says prioritize quest, that's really only important if you have, like, more than 3 quests active at a time.
I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do? You've got to help me. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you?
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry. I should explain. My name's Kitav.
Yes.
I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
I can try.
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Yep. Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us, it would have faded years ago.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns?
Aye, that's right. He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are
Okay.
2 cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run, and another near the Winged Wains, the ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven.
Okay.
If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well.
Rolls of honor?
One cairn by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Hail, stranger. Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine gall and wet beak.
Ooh.
If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
That we do.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
Yep, bird of passage. I would if I could.
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat. And he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
I don't think I've even tried seeing if I actually could summon my chocobo. Maybe that's what this is supposed to unlock.
I suppose it would hurt to have ambrosia around.
Guess that actually would be useful now that I'm
All right,
actively
then.
thinking about it.
Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Yeah, I didn't bother checking, but I'm pretty sure if they like step out, I'll be seeing that. Oh, can't actually. Yep, call my chocobo.
I can't go on like this.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
I hope we didn't bring something in.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but...
But?
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
What ails you?
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
To the forge.
Oh, do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fannet asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazia's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe.
Start.
I'll go and speak with him.
No sign of the child.
You don't think he's...
You one of the outsiders, then?
Yep.
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
Okay.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
Yep, time to head out. I know what? While we're out, let's just stop by the hideaway quick. And just for fun, let's glamour on the sword. I guess this is yeah. Oh, yep. It's not even down here. Oh. Oh, there it is. I have a... Interesting. It's between Brightburn and Icebrand. Interesting. Let's rest.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
It
Inn's full. Don't bother.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart.
Yeah, that's what.
How's the old
he
girl
called her.
doing?
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved her. Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a mimit gourd. And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush. But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
Oh, do they really like the gourds?
I will. And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
We certainly do. Northreach, then. Wouldn't want to keep Anders' father waiting.
Boop. Yep, that little corner.
The Dominion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
Then it's lucky we stayed
Was
here.
that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
I wonder how many new weapons I'll be coming across in Rising Tide outside of just this one. I can't be the only one who wonders if he'll finally get something to surpass Omega and Ultima weapon. Yeah, I also do know that after I clear the Rising Tide, I'll unlock Kairos Gate. Or I might have to actually
Straight home now.
complete defeat
there you are.
the game again. Yeah, like,
And this
probably
must
defeat
be
Ultima.
Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the mimic or two. Yeah.
Originally native to Ash, early trades between the Twin Realms saw the bright orange vegetable quickly spread across Storm. Though unlike in Malud, where it can be found in a variety of culinary creations from pies to soups, west of the author of the Mimigord's use is almost solely limited to chocobo fodder. It is found to reduce a calming effect in ill-tempered birds. Straight up pumpkin. Yeah, just so like, have pumpkin pie and soup, but everyone's just like, no, this is bird food.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Quest complete. Oh, getting that level. Yep. 6,000. You can now summon Ambrosia and Mysidia. Quite curious what I'll be getting with what ails you here.
No sign of the child.
She shook them the surge.
What is that? Yeah, everyone's commenting on where we came back from.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazir, is it not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Yep.
I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods.
Okay.
Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go.
Oh,
it was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what.
Maybe this is unlocks
yeah, like
me
anyway.
Maybe hunts or
Well, that
marks.
certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanet is looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we had like hunt style like
when you
splash
say
screen
Talor,
in
wish him the best from me, yeah?
PAX trailer.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
So these hens were a gift from the dame.
Hens are from the dame, huh? Gift even.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Blazir, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then...
He could have encountered a beast.
Then...
I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries.
Ooh.
You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
And you think they may have caused Talor's illness?
Got the rancor.
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there. And if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
Oh, I know that place, I think.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
He's been afflicted
Very
by
well.
the Tonberry's rancor. Oh! Although, let's take the other path first. That's in the different direction. Get on.
Come on. Run like the wind. A bottle.
Ooh.
Breath of the arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive too.
Uh-oh.
Who's there? Stop!
Follow the intruder.
No! No!
And then we
Hang
fight.
on! I'm coming!
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Stand back.
Yep.
I'll handle this. You lose.
Okay, that's actually a cool skill where it's just you use it and it builds up a charge.
Are you all right?
I'm
You
more
look
than all
familiar.
right. I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Sorry, don't swing that
Maybe
way.
you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you! What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary, it's been so
The
long.
love-struck fool.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
I don't
Who
know
is
if
he?
it's worse.
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients. We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Okay, and now
Hervey.
the actual answer.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
Like manually
Must have
rowing?
been Shula bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
Well, he's devoted to nothing
And
else.
as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you.
Aww.
I cannot leave my people, Hervey. And now that you know about this place, neither can you. We must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
I'm to meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
This guy is still off in La La Land. Well, at least you're helping to just widen the gene pool.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
To the end of the world and beyond.
Dude, this guy must literally think he's in heaven right now.
He should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself. I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
Yeah. He said he rowed across, like, the bay in a rowboat. It's just the amount of effort that puts in.
Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could?
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale. And in the Dame, a second mother. I also found Hervé. But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
He got the swords.
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before. Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted. And it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes.
Yep.
Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Aegis Millet. Savary Sand, yep.
I don't care what happens to me. Now I've found my little canary, I'm not going anywhere.
Yep. And on the mainland, Hervé was never seen from again. Some say he, left in search of this little birdie and was never seen again. The ship was discovered missing, and everyone assumes he drowned and died. Yep. Time to deal with the Tonberries. I still find myself thinking how cool it was, where they talked about reveal the Tonberries, how they were in
Before we
consideration.
turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
Yep. Yeah, they talked about how like Tonberries were considered for just like the base game, but eventually scrapped. But when Rising Tide was
one thing
put
I
into
know
production,
about Beastmen is that they love to hide in the dark.
yeah, they brought them back, and I did some redesigning. Yep. Just the creaking of their lanterns.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual. Sorry to disturb you.
Whoa.
Let's see what's on this altar then. A silver chain.
Something
I doubt the Tonberries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Yep. Alright, actually, let's report back after I take care of the other quest. I do have a feeling that this will probably be the one, simply because it's the farther one.
Well, here's the cairn. But no sign of Nasef. To the riverbank, then.
Yep. Or maybe it's just whichever one you pick, the other one, whichever one you pick first is where he's not. So it's always at the second one. Maybe it could be that. Or maybe it's neither.
Who have we here?
Oh, nope, he is there.
I'm looking for a man named Nasef.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. Wait, you didn't think I was him, did you?
Yep, not clean shaven.
Sorry, mate, I'm just out to gym myself a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out to work on one of these cairns and didn't return.
Well, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
Yes.
There's a bridge further down the path. Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back. Our carpenter only recently had time to rebuild it.
But if I remember rightly, there is another cairn on the far side. Maybe he decided to visit that one while he was here.
Yep, it's been a while since it's been cared for.
Maybe. It's worth a look, certainly. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, looks
I'll
like
keep an eye out
obelisk back
too.
there as well.
Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Let's hope so.
Alright, going up this way.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
And just pop. Yep, rivers meet. Honestly, I like definitely a few of these skills I'll probably be putting on my new just AoE thing. Oh, I just had the wonderful idea for some. So. So I'm gonna, yeah. Move the luge over here. Put the old favorite ignition. So basically, yeah, use crosswell to line them up and ignition to charge right through them. I'm gonna try that next pack of enemies I find.
Stay away, damn you! Hold on!
Crap. There we go. Oh yeah. Dang it. I just like messed up by using the skill way too soon.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nasaf.
I am? But how do you know that?
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
I'm sorry. I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those creatures coming till it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is. But you'll struggle to do it if you're dead. You need to take more care.
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like. But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get the job done faster so things would be perfect for your arrival. Stupid, I know.
So you found him then?
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nasef. Woods are full of nasties today.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. You saved my life. It's only right I repay you.
If you insist. Take care now.
Yep, there we go.
I thought I'd lost you. But you saw to it then. Thank you. Nasef told me everything. If you hadn't got there when you did. Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
All that matters is that you're safe. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your jobs, but don't go alone again.
Or if we have to, maybe we should think about casting the glamour on ourselves to keep the wildlife from spotting us. It'd take its toll, of course, but it'd beat letting the cairns fall and having to weave the entire spell from scratch. Imagine if we had to do that.
I'd rather not. We'd only succeed in adding 2 new piles of stone to the collection.
Your bearers?
Yep.
That we are, thank the tides. The others can't attune to the crystals in the cairns the same way we can. I reckon this place would be doomed without us.
So, you do this work for the good of your people? Not because...
We're forced to. No. From what I've heard of the way things work on the outside, we were truly blessed that our rain fell here in Mysidia.
Yep.
Our people are few enough as it is. If we started turning on each other, kin against kin, over nothing but a stupid accident of birth, our days would be numbered.
They would.
Anyway, all's well that ends well, eh? Thanks to you, both of us lived to keep this place hidden another day.
Just seeing this all the time. Gold penning, valuable. Can you trade for gil? Oh, it's actually like a coin so old that it's predates the current calendar. Okay, that's actually like just cool lore for this item.
Bastard things.
You're back. Well, did you find anything?
Yep. Finally brought links to an offer upon an altar in Tonberry territory, exactly as Mysidia's healer suspected. The delicacy of the middlework combined with the fact that the attached dependent picks the head of a dragon suggests is not the work of the beastman.
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Okay.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tomberries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tomberries are.
Oh, we get like 14 likes.
They
stuff?
feed on hatred and suffering. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tomberry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
Ooh.
I beg your pardon.
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another, aye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Grieger's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now, let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise.
Interesting.
If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
Next level. Serpent Ring Design Draft and the Adder Stone. Harnessing an Aquamarine's peculiar ability to audibly resonate with other Aquamarines. Charms carved from the self-same musician gemstone called Adder Stones by the people of the North can be used to locate other nearby sources. Set of 4 rings believed to channel the might of the icon Leviathan. Oh, are for these like these like favor or rest type items? Yep. Team design dress for Serpent's Ring, accessory equipped, can enhance Leviathan's iconic abilities. Blackthorn and Hideaway are provided in havens. You have craft. Require several materials only found in Mysidia, such as aquamarine. Hidden throughout Mysidia, sure to check every corner of the region. You know that some aquamarine locations will differ between action story focus modes and Final Fantasy mode.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Okay, so yeah, got all the ageless things. Each one requires 2. So it's cooldown time ones, and then yep, you can upgrade them. Wait a second. Oh. Okay, I got the wills for the damage one. Damage, yeah. these two are, yeah, Deluge and Crossbow are will damage. This is, yeah, damage and damage. Okay, now my brain clearly says, well, I should double back this way then to see if I can find any aquamarines. I hope I can, yeah, find them on Chocobo.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dang it.
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell. Come on.
Yep. So, I have a feeling there's probably going to be exactly 8 of these. All require, yeah, like those, yeah, ageless materials for make one of them. I've got 2 of each of the ageless materials. Aquamarines? Okay, maybe there's more.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, no, wait, there's going to be 16 since I need... Yeah, there's 4 of them. Yeah, 4 items each require 2. That's 8. I need to make 2 of each. That's 16. But yeah, they could easily just, yeah, give me more. There could be other things that require it. I can't get in here yet. Knew it was a good idea to come this way.
Good girl.
Yep, there it is.
What is it you want? Flawless. There. Flawless.
Complete, like this whole loop, search for more aquamarines.
Bastard things.
Yeah, I'm taking my time.
Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, girl.
Battle's over.
That'll do, girl.
Oh, nope. I had to check this corner out on foot. Ambrosia's wary of the tonberries. Yes. I will say I can definitely hear them directionally in my headphones, so I can hear oh, this one's to my right or to my left.
Let's go.
Didn't really go down this path.
Oh, time to fight. No mistakes. Safe.
Feels like it was tugging a bit there. Yep, over here.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now.
What do you have now? Got 6. Four more.
Is that beast rigging? You deserve a rest.
Talk about a beast ringing?
Those won't be friendly. Weapons out.
Oh, yep, I gotta slay you for it.
No holding back. Nice try.
One mega flare!
Nice try.
Dang it.
Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
Ready, go? I kind of forgot how fun it is to have, like, fly, Ambrosia. How much fun it is to use all the different, like, abilities and stuff, and just, yep. Was pretty much running through the entire game with one, like, ability loadout. Dang! Oh, that's actually enough, but...
Come on. Faster. Be safe.
Interesting. Oh. Let's head back and just use what I got.
Yes? I'd like to see another smith do better. Flawless. There. Flawless. There. Will that do ya? Done. Better than you. Done.
Now I want to go up here and just, explore north.
Ready, go? Safe.
Dismount and actually, what else I'll use these for?
What was this place?
An old settlement, we think. It was already long abandoned when my people arrived. Leviathan drowned it before it could be fully explored.
Oh, that's a fallen chest. What's inside? Reflection of light, wings of light. Hey. Has Muhammad's iconic feat, Wings of Light, both increasing the speed at which Mega Flare gauge fills and extending the input window for a Mega Flare dodge. Look! I'm using it, let's put it on! I hope there's like more for these kind of things. Sorry about that. I hope we get more reflections. Dude, a reflection of darkness would be dope. That is exactly as satisfying as I hoped it was. Side. I knew it! I knew there would be a chronolith!
This one's awake. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, because I haven't done any in this playthrough yet. Yep, and now I opened up a shortcut. I had a feeling that would be the case. I was expecting maybe a chest back here. Not expecting to just find the chronolith. So yeah, I know now I will have to do this before things are over.
This is all we have. Here you are.
$20,000.
Then I bid you good tide.
Bastard things.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
There's a large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins.
Okay.
The temple, or the Heir of Powers as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them.
Time to fight. Straight home now.
Legion going.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume.
Yep.
Noticed her, have you?
Princess Mead. Oh, okay. Well, that's the edge. That means a battleground. Okay, now I'm curious what these 3 dead ends are about then.
The temple is up there.
Don't worry. Those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
Thank you. I think I might need Aquamarines to upgrade the menu set.
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
Oops. One thing I'm thinking that is, if it is a battleground, maybe I could turn it in a little bit early, so yeah, like, on Wednesday, we can just, yeah, immediately go into, yeah, like the dungeon area where fight, like, a timekeeper, whatever it is. I'm wondering if that will, like, end with them as the boss, or if it will fight them and then we'll just jump over to the Leviathan.
Careful.
One thing I want to kind of check is, it talks about, yeah, like the new Kairos Gate. Temple Curl, ooh. Oh, that's a new one. time. Oh, God.
I failed.
Okay, was not expecting just that. Okay, this actually is, I think, closer.
Ready, go?
Boy, was that a surprise. That guy has to be guarding something, though. Oh no, we left the gate open. How terrible of us. Nope. Nearly as many, like, open areas I thought there would be. This place has definitely been more corridors than rooms.
Straight home now.
Well, gotta be something down here then. Literally just like a girl. Oh, yep. Right by the body. Flawless meteorite and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just a bunch of mats in the chest. Hey. Quite certain air of ours will be a battleground. Yep. Just Will of Water +1. Okay. Just immediately got the +1 version. That's nice. Does 4 I am a very compulsive map checker.
These remind me of home. You're from the north, then?
Yep.
Yes. And no. I see.
You may have been born there, but it doesn't feel like home there. Just goblin coin? Ooh. Yep, another curl.
Quite another day.
Just avoid that other girl. How many aqua marines do I currently have? 6. Yep. Need a smart arbalist. Yeah.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
Yep.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
Yep, Year of Hours. Go. Yep. We'll be going to that, on Wednesdays, so... Time to do, a little bit of wrap up. Actually, wait a second. I just remembered I have, like my spot, here in the dim. Definitely a spot where a bunch of potions just spawn. Yep, party's back to normal out here.
Run like the wind.
Yep, exactly, right away. Yeah, so foul owned it, all we can there. And I could go to the chronolith now, but I want to wait until I afterwards where I just am level 110 and have the best gear just to load as much of my favorite. So before we sign off effectively, because I don't think anything else to do out and about. No sign of any kind of hunt or anything out there. I've only haven't really done the hunts except for the first one you're required to do, and that for Blacksmith Blues. On there. So, Wednesday we'll definitely finish the scenario, see what else there is to do afterwards in Mysidia, because there's at least 3 areas that are currently blocked off, and I'm curious what they're hiding. Yep. Then we'll also do the chronolith, and then we'll unlock the Kairos Gate. I have to double check if I have to actually beat the game, Or just, yeah, get this one. Because I know Rising Tide completion is required to unlock Kairos Gate. But I can't remember if it's also beating Ultima. And if so, well, I got 2 days to do that. And yeah. And I try to, yeah, like, not just do that, but try to get, yeah, like, my Medal of Valor. Yep. I get my Ultimalius one. Yep. Because, yeah, and also, yeah, just work on these. Yep. And, yeah, other stuff. But, yeah, until then, so, yeah, just, yeah, make my, like, AoE type set. Until then, this has been Evander Advent. I stream every day here on Twitch starting at 6 o'clock p.m. U.S. Central Time, except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And join me Wednesday for more Final Fantasy 16 as we very, very likely finish, yeah, the story of the Rising Tide and check out the new Kairos Gate. Till then, good night, everybody.